This is Fulcrum. We are at Chapter 20, which is Episode 4 of the new season, called The Foundling. I don't know if that means Grogu or it means something else. Who knows what's going to happen with this episode. We have a lot of setup. We have the whole thing with Dr. Pershing and cloning and what happened to his brain. Who knows? We've got Din and Bo-Katan now redeemed, and they're with the Covert. Bo-Katan's home is destroyed. Who knows where they're going to go from here? There's a lot of rumors, but I can't wait to see. Let's dive in.
Come in. This is Paul.
All right. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Mando training. Bo-Katan just like checking out what's going on, assessing the situation. There we go. Is he doing that, or are there creatures? Oh, okay. Little crabs, got it.
It's time that you learn with the other foundlings.
Oh, some Grogu Mando training.
I'm gonna need you to focus.
Sweet. Just putting Grogu in the fray. Okay.
He challenges. He is too small. I am his ward. Proceed. Too young to wear a helmet.
Then he's too young to fight.
One does not speak unless one knows. Is that not the creed?
What are the training darts?
Fighters, arm yourselves.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry. My dad was the same way.
They fire the darts in any order. Each direct hit scores 1 point.
Squeeze your fist to launch the darts. You'll be fine. Trust me.
Ready. Begin. Point.
Come on, Grogu, you got this.
Don't look at me, look at him.
Take that kid down.
Begin. 3 points. Winner.
One doesn't speak unless one knows.
I'm gonna use that on all the social media.
Good job, kid.
It's gonna be the best return on any trolls. Oh. What's going on with their packs?
I'm out of fuel. It always gets away.
Bo-Katan. Alright. So far, we've got Mando training, Grogu kicking butt in Mando training. I've got a great new line, one doesn't speak unless one knows. And a dragon? Not a real
I checked
dragon.
a high altitude and followed it to its lair. Come, Grogu. If you wish to become a Mandalorian, there is much work to attend to.
Oh, that's so cute. So, is Grogu... I'm guessing Grogu's the foundling in this, but there's also the foundling that got captured by the dragon. Not dragon, but... So I'm wondering what this episode's referring to. So far, a lot of the episode titles for this season could be about different people. Are we going to get a Grogu flashback like Din Djarin had in the first season?
All begin as raw ore.
With the clangs?
We refine ourselves.
We're going to get... Yeah, here it comes. Here it is. Interesting.
Everything's gonna be all right, kid.
Oh, that is so unexpected. If you don't know, that is the actor who played Jar Jar Binks, who got bullied relentlessly. This is the best redemption for that actor right here. This is so much more extended than I thought they'd show. I love it. Okay. We're back. We saw it in the last episode. Also shown in Clone Wars. Just like Star Tours. Oh my god. We're gonna land just like Star Tours. That's the Coruscant ending in Star Tours. It's perfect. Kelleran Beck? Is that a Nubian? Yeah. Wow. So much in that. But I love, everybody's like, who's gonna rescue Grogu? Who rescued Grogu?
It is a tradition in our culture for each to donate a small portion of what they earn. Next piece of armor.
What did Grogu get? Oh, to match Din. That is precious and that is huge. Well, at least Katie Sackhoff gets to, like, show her face in this episode. I do like the hair they gave her this season. I like it better than last.
Our best bet is stealth. Our jetpacks will alert it to our presence.
They're just free soloing this whole thing with all that gear. Alright. That can't be easy. Can you imagine being one of the stunt people to have to film this? That is a lot of weaponry right there.
Wait until we clear the area.
He's my son.
Oh! Plot twist.
Ragnar! Ragnar!
It's a Vizsla. Oh no. Oh. Mother and the babies is not gonna go well. Oh. He went straight to the mouth? Oh, jeez. Oh, smack. Come on, Paz. The Din? Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh. There's always a bigger fish.
Thank you.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Interesting. It's gonna create an interesting dynamic as we go along.
And we have brought you 3 more foundlings in need of care and training. Is that so?
All right.
Shall I inlay the signet of the night owl?
Ah.
Would it be acceptable to wear one pauldron of the night owl and another with the mythosaur?
Interesting.
this is the way.
Interesting. Okay, so much to talk about. First off, who saved Grogu? That was the big thing. When this came out with the Foundling, we wondered, are we gonna get the flashback? Yes, we did get the Order 66 flashback. Thankfully, they did not rely heavily on seeing the carnage of Order 66, which was great. But everybody guessing on who saved Grogu. Somebody had to save Grogu. Everybody was guessing on whether it was Barriss Offee, whether it was Quinlan. Everybody guessed wrong. Everyone. It was the actor is Ahmed Best, and who played Jar Jar Binks in the original prequels. Now, the interesting thing about this is that they brought Ahmed Best to do a game show called like Jedi something or other, and he was a Jedi dressed as a Jedi in that. It was a kid game show, kind of like they do a bunch of like challenges as like youngling kind of like Jedi Padawans. And his name in that was Kelleran Beck, Beq. And so they brought him in for this as Kelleran Beck. So he got to be in Mando. He got to live as a Jedi now in canon Star Wars. So that idea of redemption in this season, Ahmed Best got the biggest redemption of all. I know I'm very excited about it, but like it was very surprising, but it felt good because he got bullied so hard, in so much that like he thought about taking his life like more than once. So the fact that he got to really live this, like I'm so happy for him. Like I don't care that it wasn't a Jedi that I was hoping for save him. It was much better than that, in my opinion. You can have your own opinion, that's fine. But not only that, but we got these. So in Star Tours, when you get to Coruscant, you know, you kind of like travel through Coruscant, and you crash land on that same kind of pad. So like that Star Tours ending was perfect. I loved it. It was great to see that. It was really interesting how they tied in Coruscant that we saw last episode to Coruscant back then for Order 66. We saw a lot of the same spots. We saw the monument. We saw everything that we saw with Pershing and Elia and Elia in the last episode. Okay, other things. First of all, Grogu being trained as a Mando, that is epic. And the fact that like he's using his Jedi skills, but he's going to go through the training. He had the darts, like that was perfect. I love seeing that. I love to see how that's going to go because like Grogu being trained as a Mando and being Force sensitive, that's awesome. And then the plot twist with Paz Vizsla's kid being the one who was kidnapped by the I forget what, I have to see what the creature's name was. Too many names to remember. And that relationship then with Din rescuing at the very end, and of course Bo-Katan, both of them being essential in rescuing his kid. We thought there was going to be like a real head-to-head early on in this, but now I think there's going to be mixed feelings and when the Darksaber comes out. But of course, the whole Vizsla line of, you know, Tar Vizsla being the first Jedi Mandalore who, you know, created the Darksaber, and of course that went through family. We saw it with Pre Vizsla, and of course now Paz Vizsla and his son had that legacy. So it'll be interesting to see if that comes about within this season. We're assuming it does, but who knows where they're going to go with it. They've surprised us with a lot of things. And then, of course, with Bo-Katan at the very end, talking about the Mythosaur, it was really interesting to see the armor just kind of blow that off. Like, oh, yeah, when you walked away, you see a lot of things. It was very, yeah, sure you did, kid. We see a lot of things, you know, when we're walking the way. How she blew that off. Like, does she really blow that off? I think so. But then, of course, now we're starting to see Bo-Katan more obsessed with that idea of, like, having seen that Mythosaur. And I think that's going to start to, like, take over Bo and where Bo is going to go with this. And, of course, like, seeing her very comfortable with the covert and really starting to kind of fit in, having grown up on Mandalore and not knowing kind of the ways of kind of the old ways that were way before Bo existed. And of course, that was on Concordia, and they kind of reverted back to the old ways, like after Death Watch. They went back to those standards. So there were so many interesting things to see in this one that I don't know how it's going to be taken out in the internetosphere. I think it's going to go over well because there's going to be a lot of things. We saw Mando training. We saw Grogu doing that. We finally got the Grogu flashback that we've waited 3 seasons for. Well, honestly, like a couple seasons for. And then we've got, 2.5 seasons. I know. Book of Boba Fett. And then, of course, we've got interesting relationships and developments there. We got to see cool Mando stuff. So, it's gonna be interesting moving forward. Again, I thought there was gonna be an Ahsoka debut in this one for this season because Rosario Dawson teased it, but I think we're gonna get it soon. Just it's not yet. But and I'm wondering if Sabine's gonna show up at all. That would be kind of cool as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode. It's gonna take me another viewing or two to kind of process a lot of those things, but I was super excited in several of those moments that I definitely think it will make up for a lot of people who felt like last week's episode felt more like Andor, which I love Andor, but it was a bit of a shift for people watching Mando. So I think this really kind of brings it back. It was a short episode, but it still gave us a lot. Again, I don't know where they're going with this season, and I love that idea. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Of course, you're going to see me in the Bad Batch reaction as well, so go look for that because that's almost towards the end of this season. And join me next week and the weeks after for all the Mando episodes. I'm very excited for it. Everything you could do to help, liking this video, commenting, that helps as well. And of course, subscribing to the channel, very much appreciated. Thank you for joining me. It's been a pleasure. Fulcrum out.